All right. So we will give folks the ability in a couple of minutes to get signed back on. But the reality, and I think what we just saw, is that we're not going to stream, we're not going to multi-stream to Facebook anymore.
Yeah, this was the first time we did it just to kind of check it out.
And it seems like it was okay for a little while until it wasn't. But we never have the problems when we don't multi-stream to Facebook. So let's see here. Is this the new one? Get shareable link. However, we will post to Facebook. So, right when we start talking about the good stuff, video freezes. Find the rest of the live stream here. Okay, so we are going to give folks Cheryl Palian says, can it be done on the Solaris? It can be done on the Solaris.
Yeah.
It's a different app. It's not the Brother My Snap app. It's the, what did Baby Lock call it? The Design IQ app. So is this number 2 ready to go?
Is this number 2 ready to go? I don't know. You tell me.
So we're going to give folks a second just to find and get back on to continue the dialogue. But I will say this, if there's anybody that was watching on Facebook that is reconnecting to the second live stream that I just posted to Facebook, it is a good time to go over and subscribe on YouTube, because that was roughly 2 weeks since we had multicasted, and I thought it was going well, but it is obvious that our problems related to frozen streams are directly related to Facebook.
So, okay.
So let's talk about the machine. So
the new machine are we talking about?
So we have a good price on the Luminaire right now. So if anybody's been holding out and has been looking for a good price, these are your considerations. There is a new machine coming in September. And if you are one of those people that always wants the brightest, shiniest new phone, I would love to sell you 2 machines, but it probably makes sense to wait until September when the new machine comes out. If you are shopping value and you're interested in a new machine, it's a great time to buy because we're seeing a good price. And quite frankly, I don't believe
it's going to go lower.
It's going to go lower. The price that we have for the month of April is pretty low. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Like when I told Jeannie, like they sent the email, and here's what's funny about the email is normally when we get these marketing emails, it's like brand new price, like amazing. It was a very subtle, but they like every month Brother has these specials and buy-ins. It was really subtle. So I logged in and looked at it right before our drive home. And when I saw the price, I said something to Jeannie about it, and Jeannie was like, wow. So
so if you've been thinking about the Luminaire,
no, we're not going to go back to Facebook. Like every time we've simulcasted to Facebook as well, there's been freezing issues. It's been a couple of weeks now. So I will post the link on Facebook, but I think we're going to be done with that. So regarding the machines, it's a great time to get a new Luminaire because the price is right.
'Cause
Some people will go, I'm going to hold out for a better price. I could be wrong. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't think the price is going to get better than what we have right now.
And what Patrick always says to people about the new machine is what we know is most likely it's going to cost more. Like, most likely it's going to be...
That's been all but confirmed.
Okay. So it's going to be
So
more...
and like that's literally kind of the only thing we know.
Yeah. So do you want to wait for the new machine? You're going to be paying more. Or do you want to get a Luminaire now and kind of get a great deal?
So, and then the other factor to consider is there will be used Solarises and Luminaires hitting the market when the new machine comes out. And so those are the three things to consider. And so if you're evaluating the best time to buy, this is what I would tell you. If you want a new Luminaire, buy one now. I think the price is great. Trade-in values will be strong. When the new machine comes out, your trade-in will devalue as well. So, and that's just how it works. Because what'll end up happening is used Solarises and Luminaires will hit the market. The prices on those will fall a little bit. That will affect the trade-in values of your Meridians, your Stellaires, your Altairs, your Journeys. Like, that's just kind of how it works. So if you want a new machine and you think the Luminaire is the machine for you, call us. We've got great pricing. And once again, I can't tell you that pricing is going to go May, June, but my expectation is that pricing is going to be really good for some time. If you want to wait and see what happens with the new machine, that's fine. So if you're that person that's afraid that you'll buy a Luminaire and then have buyer's remorse in September, then it probably makes the most sense to wait. And if you're the hardcore value shopper and you want the best deal and a used machine might be for you, then wait. And what I'm not trying to do is talk you out of buying a new machine. I'm trying to be very real about it. Like, if you're sitting in the store right now talking to us about it, we had this conversation yesterday. Those are really your options. So think about those options and then give us a shout. If you're out of town, I can't ship the Luminaires, but that
doesn't mean you can't come to us.
It doesn't mean that you can't come to us, and that concierge service has been great. And so, you know, we can figure that out too. So, you know, I was surprised to see the price that we have right now. Like, it is what it is. And, you know, the last but least thing, does that mean there will be an upgrade then? What I'm saying is I think you are going to see the end of upgrades for the Solaris and the Luminaire. I mean, maybe there'll be one more for the platform, but, you know, generally they focus on the top of the line.
Yeah. And when the new machines come out, it seems like they're usually out for like 4 years,
No, it's more like 6 to 7.
You think 6 to 7?
The Destiny and Dream Machine were a very quick platform. That was
that quick?
2014 to 2018.
And so then the Solaris and Luminaire.
So there were 5 years really of the Destiny and Dream Machine.
And then Solaris and Luminaire has been what?
And then the Solaris and Luminaire were 2018 through 2024. So that's been 6 years so far.
Yeah. So, and if you have a Solaris and Luminaire, they're fantastic. I anticipate that the classes that Michelle and I will be doing will involve them.
You're going to see add-on technology, I don't think. I mean, we still have people using Destinies and Dream Machines 10 years later in the same classes that we're using our
Yes.
Luminaires and Solarises. So it's one of those things like this is the not fun part about technology, is the fact that technology changes and stuff gets better, right? And people go, I'm if you're one of those folks that always desires the next best, brightest thing, like there's always going to be something new.
I'm not that person.
Well, it was funny with the Destiny and Dream Machine. I actually said something to both Brother and Baby Lock, like, this is happening too fast. And what I was told that made a lot of sense at the time was the technology that was going into the Solaris and the Luminaire just simply couldn't be added to the Destiny. That it really wasn't an option. So somebody said something about 12 by 18 hoop. And so this is going to be something I say about my belief in the new machine. Like, I was part of a, could you call Dax and just make sure that the front door is open? I don't think I've seen anybody open the front door just to make sure it's there.
I'll open it.
So I had a conversation at one point where one of the things I said is just don't bring me a bigger machine. That seems to be what the other brands have really done. Like, a couple of the brands, they put a camera in the machine. Does the camera really do anything? Not really. Doesn't do what Brother and Baby Lock do. So it's one of those things where the focus in the industry is in bigger, more powerful, faster. I don't necessarily think there's a whole lot of value in that. Like, because where I get excited is in the technology that's being added in the machine. So maybe they bring out a machine that's bigger. I don't really think so. And part of the reason I don't think so is you have to remember you've already got, like in the Solaris and Luminaire, there are built-in designs that are like 3 feet long with the ability to split and kind of have perfect stitching with the two. I think, we'll see what happens, but I think, I guess I would ask you, do you want a bigger machine? Because with bigger machines become more necessary space and heavier devices. And I think most of you are already struggling with the moving of your device already. So, can I ship the 10 needle? The 10 needle is not a shippable item. The 6 needles are. Once again, I have done concierge service with several 10 needles though, where you come in, you spend a day on your 10 needle here, and then we rebox and we can ship it out to you. And most folks find that with our pricing, even with, and the reality is, let's call it what it is, your travel expenses and the things that we cover for you are handled or wrapped into your price. But with that level of support and what you get, it's still really the best deal. I love my Dream 2, all but how to change the bobbin case cleaned out from underneath. Lumi got me spoiled. And even on some of the new devices like the XJ2, the XE2, the Altair and Meridian 2s, they've got that little single needle plate. So, I don't know what we're going to see with the new machine, but just to close that thought, the reality is great time to buy right now. And so, definitely worth a look. Let me remind Jeannie that we're still in the midst of the live and see what else we have to talk about. And then we can talk about our giveaway. Hey, Jeannie. Okay. Hey, gentlemen, will you check in?
They're all outside. Hey, can we ship
Will you go
vacuums?
let the guys know to come in?
Yeah.
I can ship vacuums.
Yes?
Yeah, just name and number, and I'll call them as soon as we're off the live stream.
Yes. We can ship vacuums. I can just get them and then we should-
So, Okay. So let's talk giveaway. I have no idea what the giveaway is going to be. Jeannie, did you have something in mind for the giveaway? So we'll come up with it on Tuesday. It'll be fantastic. If anybody is watching that is new, keep in mind what happens on this side that you're taking part in right now. That is the chat. The giveaway happens in the comments below. And those won't appear until after the live stream ends. But our question for the week that we discussed earlier is, in what social media platforms do you consume content? Are you using TikTok? Are you looking at Instagram? Are you watching YouTube? Obviously,
Do you just
are.
do, like, I was pretty much just a Facebook, Google girl, just like the internet. And then I discovered, when I was going through treatment, I discovered Instagram. And I love, you know what?
She loves Reels.
I don't just, that's not true. Most of the time I'm not on Reels.
You end up on Reels through Instagram.
I'm barely on Reels. I go through because it knows what I like. And I'd say most of it's recipes. And then the other part is like videos with like dogs being saved.
Last night, she pretty much woke me up to show me a video. She's like, "Oh my God, Patrick, you gotta see this."
I was laughing, like belly laughing, and it was a video of an Australian Shepherd, and he got in the toilet bowl, and he just started like doing this. He was like under the rim and under the sides, all the way deep, and then it said something about
nobody told me that dogs could clean
toilets. And I was like, oh my God, he was so by the, and then he came out and he was soaked in water and just looked so pleased with himself. And there was no water in the toilet bowl anymore.
And it was clean.
It was, he got all underneath the rims. Anyways, I was
She
laughing.
woke me up to see that.
I was laughing really hard, and Patrick's like, what? And I was hoping he would ask because I wanted to show it to him. Anyhow.
All right, so remember,
what do you watch?
With the giveaways, don't answer in the chat that's currently happening now. Once the live stream ends, answer below. We'll have 2 great giveaways for people that answer the questions on Tuesday of next week. We use a random comment picker. If you're not local, you still win. You just pay the actual shipping to get the items. And once again, just to go back to what I was saying about the concierge service, because we haven't talked about that for a little while. But if you're out of town and you want a new machine, we can still, like, most of the machines are shippable. For those that aren't, we can arrange a concierge event for you where you come in, you spend the day with us, you work on the machine. If we do business in the store, I can send the machine to you back to where you are.
Or during event, and Patrick and I, like I said, we're working on that too. So if you come out for an event, if you're here for the quilt show, that's going to be in June, we can sell you the machine at any of those.
Yep. And then we just have to be in person. We can't sell them to you online, basically, is how that works. Okay, was there anything else? What's that?
I wonder if we could pre-sale the new machine.
We could do a pre-sale.
With a deposit. That way, if you're here.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. I will see you for the So Long 10 a.m. Monday. Work on whatever you want to work on, and I will be working on the prep for quilting through the seasons. I will try to look at that spreadsheet again and maybe post what I have now. I'll clean it up a little bit. Marlene, I did send it to you, and I titled it rough draft. So because I haven't looked at it since then. We've just been so busy. Was there anything else? I don't think so. I'll see you. I'm going to post some other stuff. Yeah. We'll see you. Have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome. And we will see you next week.
She'll see